another session of Music in a Nutshell, brought to you by Braided Water. And today we're going to talk about Resophonic guitars a little bit. That was kind of a typical style of music that I opened with for playing with what some people call a biscuit style resonator or a national style, where the instrument has a biscuit right here on top of the cone with the saddle on top of it, and then the cone faces in, so the cone is like this. And there's another style of resonator that you may be familiar with that is more of a dobro style, that has a spider where the cone faces out, so the cone is like that and has a metal spider over the top of it. And that instrument tends to have a brighter sound, and not completely, but most of the time, the dobro with the brighter sound is what you hear in a lot of country and bluegrass. And the biscuit style, which is more commonly a metal-bodied instrument, although this happens to be a wood-bodied instrument. The biscuit style, like this one, tends to be more used in blues and I think often Hawaiian and some different sort of slightly darker sounding lap style playing. Although people use the different instruments for all kinds of music, and I love either one. I love the dobros and I love the biscuit style because of their unique sound, and there's a way in which, for me, they kind of marry the old sound of acoustic music with kind of the Industrial Revolution, and bring some of the energy of that and the grief of the Industrial Revolution. There's this kind of strange way in which an old acoustic instrument gets this sort of voice box sort of shoved into it from the machine age. As I understand it, those were invented to compete with horns, because they were invented right before amplification for guitars came around. So guitar players playing lots of different styles of music needed to compete with trumpets and saxophones, and so these instruments were invented, both different instruments invented by the Doppiera brothers, who actually at one point, because they had sold their patent, couldn't infringe on their own patent because somebody else owned it, so they had to invent a different kind of Resophonic guitar. And I can't remember which came first. I'm sure there's somebody here who will know. I think maybe the dobro came first, and the national style or the biscuit style came second, but I can't remember for sure. But they also can have kind of a banjo kind of a sound. So when you're not, playing more something more really upbeat, but you're doing more some kind of quiet finger picking, like something like this. They can have a kind of a banjo kind of a quality. And a little bit of a ring to them. It's almost like they have their own reverb chamber inside. So really fun, interesting instruments. I encourage you to check them out if you haven't played one before, or you're looking for something that's a little different or interesting and different from the standard acoustic. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me. If you like what you're watching, and you're on the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button below. You may be seeing this on my Facebook page. I will be setting up a website soon and starting to offer private lessons sometime in January. And just a little side note, I do have my instrument tuned down a step from standard. So when you see me playing a G, that for you would be an F. I just find that having my instruments tuned down a step from standard is a better voicing for the range of my voice. But I can pop a capo on that second fret and then I'll be in standard tuning. All right, keep playing. Take care. And I'm doing my best to put a video up every day, but it's the holidays and there's lots of snow and I'm in the middle of building a house, so we'll see how well I do. All right, bye-bye.